Hi everyone, welcome to your romance reading for Friday, August 14th. As always, I'm going to start with today's affirmation. I bless my car with love and light before I drive it. I am always safe on the road. So for Friday's reading, I will be using 3 cards. One will come from the Archangel Oracle cards, and 2 will come from the Whispers of Love. So let's begin with the first card. True love. This is a once-in-a-lifetime love. So I think this is a really beautiful card to see. And if you all remember, I believe the past 2 romance readings we've had have been really positive. We've also had a reading during the week, a tarot reading, that gave some really encouraging news about your love life. So for those of you who are stressing right now, for those of you who are going through a difficult time, this is a very positive sign. Even if you're single right now, this is a really encouraging card because it lets you know that the love that you seek is out there somewhere. And even if you're going through a difficult time in your relationship, this is still a really positive sign. And it makes sense now why some of you were being encouraged to work on your relationships rather than walking away, rather than losing hope. That is because for some of you, this is true love. This is not something that's superficial. This is not something that's shallow. This is not something that's based on the physical. This love is true and this love is deep. So it makes sense that they're asking you to keep your hope alive and to remain positive and optimistic. Now, it does take more than love to make a relationship work, but love is a really good foundation because you have something solid that you can build on. So I feel like that is what they're asking you to do. And I feel like this card has come up to encourage some of you who are feeling hopeless right now that all is not lost, that this love is true and this love is deep. And again, even if you're single right now, I feel like this might be someone that you meet very soon. And the next card is Breathe. Archangel Raphael says, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. So if you're single, this might be the reason why you have not met that special person yet. It might be because this is the time where you really need to start working on yourself. So you may have negative behavioral patterns that you keep repeating. This could be towards yourself. This might be while you're in relationships with other people. And before they can bring you together with the person that you're supposed to be with, I feel like they're just asking you to fix this, because if you enter into a relationship bringing emotional pain and bringing these negative behavioral patterns, I feel like that is going to be a recipe for disaster. You might end up saying the wrong thing, or you might end up reacting in a way that would not benefit you or the relationship, and you might end up doing irreparable damage. So that is one reason why you might have to work on yourself so that you are emotionally ready, emotionally mature enough to handle the relationship with the one. And we all go through ups and downs. We all experience problems. We all sometimes struggle to forgive people. That is something that everyone will experience. So if you feel like this is something that you need to work on, don't beat yourself up about it. Just take some time to go within and really re-examine how you react in relationships. Look at your behavioral patterns and pay attention to the way your relationships begin. Pay attention to the problems that you normally have in the relationships. Pay attention to the way those relationships normally end, and that will give you a good clue as to what things you need to work on. And this is true even if you're in a relationship right now, especially if you're in a relationship. So I feel like this card is asking you to let go. It's asking you to forgive. So if you're still thinking about an ex who hurt you 2 years ago, a year ago, several months ago, that can be preventing you from meeting the right person. Even if your ex is the right person, if you still have not forgiven them, that is enough to keep you apart. So I feel like the angels are definitely trying to help you. They're trying to bring you together with the person that you're supposed to be with, but they need you to do your part by working on yourself. And lastly is be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. So to me, this is not just about being supportive of the person that you're in a relationship with, but this is also about being loving and supportive to yourself. And one of the best ways to show love to yourself is by working on yourself, is by healing, is by letting go of the past, is by trying to master your emotions. And this doesn't mean covering up your feelings and pretending that they do not exist. It's about going with it and getting to the root of those emotional problems that you're having. It's getting to the root of the pain and figuring out why it's hurting you so much. When you can get to the root of the problem, that will make it easier to understand yourself. And sometimes you realize that the pain, the source of the pain is not the person itself. The source of the pain can be something different. It can be associated with feelings that you have about yourself, maybe stemming as far as childhood. But this card, the middle card, Breathe, is really just asking you to work on yourself and to let go, and also be supportive of yourself and your partner. And you show support by just being loving, being encouraging, and maybe taking an interest in some of the things that they like. Maybe choosing to not start an argument, choosing to be loving in times when it would be easy to criticize them. So think of ways that you can show your support and your love, because that is obviously something that is missing from the relationship, and it might be difficult to show your love and support if you're still hurting. And I feel like a lot of people are hurting right now, as indicated by the Breathe card. Archangel Raphael is all about healing, and you can see the green here, which I believe is associated with the heart chakra, which lets me know that some people are holding on to a lot of pain and a lot of resentment, and you're never going to be able to be completely happy if you're still holding on to pain and resentment. It doesn't matter if this is associated with the person that you're with right now or someone from the past. So it's going to be really important to let that go and to work on this healing, loving yourself and being more supportive of the person that you're with, for those of you who are in relationships. And if you're not in a relationship, this is the time when you should really be focusing on yourself and getting yourself ready for this true love to come into your life. So I hope you all enjoy this reading. I thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll be back this weekend.